Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Hello, this is Chandra from Akul Technologies. Welcome to Top Brass. Today is day 4 and I'm in company of Raghavendra, who's the Group Managing Director of ThoughtFolks Group of Companies, and he joins us from Hyderabad. So Raghav, welcome to the show.
Hey CK, thank you so much for inviting me on the show, and it's always a pleasure talking to you.
His pleasure is mine. So you are in Hyderabad. How Hyderabad is treating you during this lockdown? I'm sure you are making full advantage of your free time. You're trying to find some balance between home as well as your office. You would have called your colleagues and your workers today while at home.
Yeah.
Why don't you share your experience?
Yeah. So CK, I think I feel this lockdown has been a blessing in disguise, because obviously for multiple reasons. A, we never consciously take time to spend time with family and all of that, right? I mean, you know how it is. You yourself have been a very successful entrepreneur, so you're like 24/7 on job. So A, it has been good because we are able to kind of do a little bit of work-life balance. B, you can focus on a lot of your personal projects, like you're doing. I'm also kind of doing a 21-day talk show on LinkedIn, where we are talking about what people should do in these 21 days. And the last thing is, my book is in the final phase of launch. I'm authoring a book on growth marketing, so I've been having a lot of time to redo the edits and all that. So it has been a phenomenal time so far.
Amazing, Raghav. So you're workaholic as ever, even though you're so successful. I know you have also you were associated at one point in time with United Nations. So, but the drive is driving you, I think, and you're making use of the lockdown, and the lockdown is not stopping you.
Yes.
So, what do you think will happen? Because now is day 4, and we got another 18, 17 days to go. Yeah. What do you feel? How people will react? Because last 4 days we have been working. I think people like you and me are working. You are fully dressed up. I'm fully dressed up, suited, booted, even on a weekend, and we are utilizing our time. But what do you think after some days, like 10 days or 15 days? What impact this lockdown will have on the psychology of people?
So a couple of things, CK. One is, like you said, people who are in IT fraternity, people like us, people who are doing a lot of consulting, or people who are working with customers overseas and all of that, they are somehow able to still juggle with this lockdown. But people who are not into the core IT and people who need to be physically present at work are facing the heat. I think the initial first week is still okay, because it's like a warm up period where they are still enjoying spending time with their spouse, their kids, their parents. But I think the real challenge will starting next week. And while it is a great move from our honorable PM in terms of requesting people to lock down, I mean, if you see the curve, it still hasn't taken up. We are in week 4. The curve still remains flat. It has been a great move to control the spread of the pandemic, but unfortunately, I think people will start getting a little worked up as we move further in this. So the only thing that probably I would recommend is people who are able to work from home, like yourself, like me, and like most of the IT employees, great. And people who cannot can probably utilize these 21 days, to sharpen the saw, or to probably pick up a new skill and learn a new language, things like that.
So, what do you think this lockdown or this pandemic, which has created, social distancing, physical social distancing, but we are closer than ever because the internet and the broadband is bringing us together. So, what do you think? Is there going to be a change in the way we do business?
Absolutely, CK. So that's a brilliant question. Actually, the whole paradigm or the landscape of the way business is done is going to change, and it will not be same ever. The reason why I'm saying this, if you look at a lot of these online, communication and collaboration tools, right? Whether it is a Microsoft Teams, whether it is a Skype, or even a WhatsApp video calling, I think people were restricting it either to their personal use or to communicate and collaborate within the teams. But today, if you look at it, it has been used world over. Like for example, I'm also, I mean, along with you, and I'm also an active member of World Economic Forum, and we had a call last night to discuss about, you know, how this whole thing is going to have impact worldwide. We had close to 60 plus, you know, people joining on the teams from almost like, you know, 11 odd countries, and we kind of didn't feel, you know, that we were in a lockdown situation and things like that. And like you rightly said, I think this is going to be the tipping point for technology to take over. And you know, a lot of companies will now realize that, you know, with the right communication and collaboration tools, people can work from any part of the world.
So I think there is going to be an opportunity for innovative people, innovative companies to come out with new solutions for office, for schools, for different walks of life. I think I personally believe that 21 days lockout is not sufficient. I think this will proceed for some more time.
Yeah, absolutely. So 21 days will not help. If you look at Maharashtra, yesterday announced the lockdown to be continued till end of April. It was till mid of April. Now it has been pushed to end of April. The Telangana state is also contemplating. We have a press meet on Monday, and hopefully we will get to know on, you know, when, to what extent will it be extended. I think, like you rightly predicted, it will be probably extended by another 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
So until that time, the entrepreneurs like you and me and many others, you know, our colleagues in the industry, we cannot sit and wait and watch. So I think the innovation has to come forward. New ways of doing things have to be evolved. I think we are at a tipping point where the evolution will take over.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt. I mean, like you rightly said, you know, people just cannot take this lockdown as a holiday. I mean, like you said, I mean, I personally have been working extra hours since the time the lockdown has happened, because now you don't have the hassle of traveling in the traffic, reaching office and doing all that. And whatever extra hours I get, I kind of enjoy doing my personal gigs. Like I'm like working on the book, working on, you know, few other podcasts. You know, this is a great opportunity that I get to talk to you. I mean, I think it's been like 4 years that we met, and look what lockdown did. It brought us together, and we are having a nice chat today. So I think, yeah, it's going to be great.
Great, Raghav. I think people in Hyderabad remain indoors and remain safe. I wish you all the best with your book, which is going to be launched very, very soon. And I wish you all the best with your endeavors, which you're running in your group companies. But, you know, we have still a lockdown to live through. So I will catch up with you after a few more days to check on you, how things are. Until then, I would like to say goodbye to you for today at least.
Thank you so much, CK. Thanks for the opportunity. And, you know, I loved our conversation. And likewise, I mean, I know you're doing a lot of great things and helping a lot of customers with their marketing, sales journey, you know, accelerating their growth. So I wish you all the best, and, you know, let the force be with you and do great work. And yeah, I look forward to catching up with you again soon. Take care.
Take care, Raghav. Bye-bye.
Bye.